of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Jones to throw. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds a tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Blasted as he lets it go. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Right on the money. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Badgers want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Makes a man miss. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Jones wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back from no gain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch on the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, we're only in the 1st quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Jones to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Got his man on the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Here's the handoff. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers in the hurry up. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of 1. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Using the quick game. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. The jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Indiana! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Heavy pressure lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Jones wants to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here's the return from inside his 10. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to 5th.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Looking for the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down. Looking for more. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Finds his man. It's Maddox. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Jones to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Gonna take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the ground with the back. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. He'll take a deep shot here. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kaiser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. The quick out. Hard running there. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. You've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll go to the ground and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade, This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air, it's Applewhite. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quarterback making adjustments. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Power football with the run. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. The Hoosiers need to pick it up on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hodges. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted for the 11th time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Gets the back moving. Creates a little room. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. The give out of the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Caught over the middle. It's Johns. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the quick shuffle pass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wants to keep it in the air. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Jones to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Maddox. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. Quick spin on the run. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Badgers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. 1st down, 10 yards to go. It's caught. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. They want to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
To the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Give to the running back. And some room to work. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. Job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To throw, it's Locke. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting push and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play.